the lyrics of this. So, Wish You Were Here. It starts off with a song called, and I'm going to be in the chat a lot. I'll go members only if it's too much noise, but so far it's been pretty good. To see what you guys think about these lyrics. Let's do this as a group. The song Welcome to the Machine is a tip of the hand. It's very, very, very cool. You know, it shows people a lot of truth. And then, of course, there's Have a Cigar, where they actually say gravy in the song. And then Wish You Were Here, and then another Shine on You Crazy Diamond. So the music of this, you have to just listen to. Listen to the whole album. And it starts off almost with like a Genesis, where it's just very soft beginnings. It sounds like the formation of something, and then it just keeps escalating. All right, so these are the lyrics of this. It goes, Remember when you were young, you shone like the sun, shine on you crazy diamond. Now there's a look in your eye, no, like black holes in the sky. Shine on you crazy diamond. You were caught in the crossfire of childhood and stardom, blown on the steel breeze. Come on, you target for faraway laughter. Come on, you stranger, you legend, you martyr, and shine. You reach for the secret too soon. You cried for the moon. Shine on, you crazy diamond. I love this line. Threatened by shadows at night, but exposed in the light. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Well, you worn out your welcome with rangered precision, blown on the steel breeze. Come on, you raver, you seer of visions. Come on, you painter, you piper, you prisoner, and shine. Okay, so that was part one. What do you guys think this is about? I'll just read what you guys say. Let's do this as a group. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Love it. Beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful and sad. Yeah, they say it's about the original lead singer of Pink Floyd, but I just discredit all of that because nothing lasts that is only one level of knowledge. It has to be multi-leveled. Even though that's probably about Syd Barrett, it's about much more than that. I've no clue with the. Have you seen Live at Pompeii? Yeah, it's sick. Syd Barrett. Yeah, but forget that. Forget Syd Barrett. What else could that be about? Like, what knowledge can you get from that? Because it's definitely about Syd Barrett, but what makes that so powerful when you don't know anything about Syd Barrett? Don't mind being the muse. Sup, Bears, Mankind. It's about Syd Barrett, says Roger Waters. Yeah. It's okay. Well, I'll just go through and let you know what I think it's about. So, all right. Remember when you were young, you shone like the sun. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Now there's a look in your eye like black holes in the sky. It's probably just about Syd Barrett, but I think that could be about anybody that takes the ticket, you know? Now there's a look in your eye like black holes in the sky. If you look at a lot of these celebrities, it's the similar pattern to Syd Barrett, where if you look at Lindsay Lohan or Britney Spears, their eyes literally look black. And then Shine On, You Crazy Diamond, and as we know from Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, stars are a lot of times associated with diamonds. How I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. You were caught in the crossfire of childhood and stardom, blown on the steel breeze. I don't know what that means. Come on, you target for faraway laughter, mockery. Come on, you stranger, you legend, you martyr and shine. You reached for the secret too soon. There was a great quote. I can't remember who said it. Probably some sodomite, but it's still a good quote. Be wary of unearned wisdom. That's why I'm really super into these days. Just saying what I know to be false and not saying what is. When it comes to, NASA and all these hoaxes and stuff, I don't know why Vegas happened. I know what didn't happen. I know what makes no sense. But to jump, you reach for the secret too soon, you cried for the moon it's pretty applicable these days. You wanted, because the moon has been puzzling people for thousands of years. I mean, when Beethoven wrote, like, he was spiraling. You can, like, Moonlight Sonata, the obsession with the moon is why it's called becoming a lunatic. A lunatic is someone that cries for the moon. It's like, what is it? And for those people that are like, it's just a rock 240,000 miles away. Or other people say, it's clearly, plasma. It's just, we don't know. The best explanation is the biblical explanation, which is a lesser light. My wife just says it's our nightlight. And I think that is a great way of dealing with the mystery because it's so mysterious. What is the moon? It's like the craters make no sense. The craters are the first thing that cued me in that it wasn't a celestial rock being bombarded by meteors. They're circles. There's none that look like it was from any angle that wasn't 90 degrees. And no one's ever witnessed the creation of another one. So it's like, and The Dark Side of the Moon is another Floyd album. It's like the fact that there's a side that we never see is absurd. So it's like, what is it? And so that banging your head against the wall ironically leads to no knowledge. Like, for example, I don't obsess about vaccines. I just I'm dubious of them. I know that there's a lot of nonsense around them, and I've just put it in my bag. I don't just obsess about it. And because of that, I think it's one of the reasons that I got to make that connection recently about autism and soldiers. If I was staring at vaccines all the time and obsessing and full of fear and emotions and all this stuff, I don't think I would have seen that. The stoic mentality, and I know that some people would find that bizarre coming from me because I can emote a lot of emotions in these streams. A lot of it is just, I do have control, like, inside. It's just like, I don't know how to put it. There's music to human speech, and sometimes you have to go up and down and louder and quieter. But the fact that if you focus too much on one thing, you don't see it. You don't see the forest for the trees, as they say. Be in the world, but not of it. Yeah. It's about Sid. Yeah, but it's always about more. And a lot of times when people say it's about one thing, they're tricking you, where it's like, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is about LSD, and We All Live in a Yellow Submarine is about pills. No. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. You think that's about Lucy? Lucifer? Or like, We All Live in a Yellow Submarine. You don't think there's some truth encoding in that? It's not ever as simple as the first thing that you hear about. And I do believe that Roger Waters wrote this about Sid, but there's anything that you feel to be true is not just about one person. It can't be. If it was just about Sid, it would be like, you don't like to tie your shoes, and you listen to the blues. And everyone's like, oh, this is just about one guy. No. When you write something like a good piece of art, has to have stuff that everybody can relate to. So it's threatened by shadows at night and exposed in the light. It's that feeling that people can get when they sell their soul or they take the ticket or they've been degraded. And you can rebuild your souls. There's always forgiveness. It just gets harder and harder the more you descend. But, you're threatened by shadows at night and exposed in the light. Like, you have nowhere to go. Night and day both cause you pain. There's nowhere to retreat to. And that's not a place that you want to be in. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Well, you wore out your welcome with random precision. I thought it was a different word. Come on, you painter, you piper, you prisoner, and shine. And then at the very end, I'll get to the end after. So the next song is called Welcome to the Machine. And the first way to say this would be the music industry. This is clearly about the music industry. And there's so many effects in this song, but it's way more than the music industry. It's the entire machine. It's all of it. It's about the fallen world. And listen to some of these lyrics. So it goes, and in the album, he puts an effect on his voice so he sounds like a genderless kind of demonic robot sound. It's very transhuman. And there's all these sounds of machines in the background. It's very industrial, so it goes, welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. Where have you been? It's all right, we know where you've been. You've been in the pipeline, filling in time. Provided with toys and scouting for boys. You bought a guitar to punish your mom. You didn't like school, and you know you're nobody's fool. So welcome to the machine. It's pretty intense. It goes, welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. What did you dream? It's all right, we told you what to dream. You dreamed of a big star. He played a mean guitar and always ate at the steak bar and loved to drive in his Jaguar. So welcome to the machine. Okay, so the funny thing about Sid, so it starts off with Shine On You Crazy Diamond. And so Sid, ironically, avoids this by going insane and tapping out. And so Shine On You Crazy Diamond, it's like, now there's a look in your eyes like black holes in the sky. It's like that dude couldn't handle this new mechanized reality, right? So now that Roger Waters, David Gilmour, we'll just take the narrative of Pink Floyd as a band, because this whole album is about selling your soul to the devil. The cover is a man on fire shaking another man's hand at the Warner Brothers lot. This is the Warner Brothers lot. Hang on, I'll show this to you. Hang on. Wish you were here. Holy shit, no way. Oh my God, if this is, no way. I just noticed this when it was wider. Okay, this is getting very, very trippy. Whoa. Okay, so that's the cover of Pink Floyd. Whoa, dude. See that stage 20 right there? That's where I shot my sitcom for 3 years. Right across is Ellen. Fuck. Whew. I know we used to play football right there. Like me and Steve Byrne and Vince Vaughn and all those guys, we'd just play. All the little sodomites used to hate us because we were just playing football and screaming. But anyway, that's the Warner Brothers lot. That's stage 20. I've spent thousands of hours right there. That's a man on fire who looks like the devil, and then that's another. They're making a deal, right? So he's basically showing you that's gravy for me, guys. I know right where that's like. I know right where that is. All right, so he makes a deal with the devil, and then he's welcome to the machine. So Sid is out, and now Roger and David are telling you about their interaction with the global cabal, and they're saying, welcome to the machine. Where have you been? It's all right. We know where you've been because it's where everyone's been. You've been in the pipeline filling in time. Time, of course, is Saturn, is the Chronos. Provided with toys and scouting for boys. Distractions. You bought a guitar to punish your mom, where it's like you even wanted to be a rock star because you were just trying to rebel and you didn't like school. You knew you were nobody's fool. It's like your entire rebel narrative was planned. It's all right. We know where you've been. You're one in million. It's all the same person over and over and over and over again, right? So then what happens next? It's what was the sitcom? Sullivan and Son on TBS with Brian Doyle Murray, Dan Lauria, Christine Ebersol. I played Owen on it. 300. That's Trump also is not. I don't. We no longer talk about politics here. I think it's all such a horrific waste of time now. All right. So that says welcome. All right. This is the part. This goes right to like Edward Bernays and the propaganda factory where they're saying we told you what to dream. Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. What did you dream? It's all right. We told you what to dream. It's all right. We told you what to dream. Come on, tell us. You dreamed of a big star. He played a mean guitar, and he always ate at the steak bar, and he loved to drive in his Jaguar. That the materialistic hero that you dream about was given to you by us. Welcome to the machine. What did you dream? It's all right. We told you what to dream. Welcome to the machine. Where have you been? It's all right. We know where you've been. You've been in the pipeline filling in time, provided with toys and scouting for boys. Now welcome to the machine. You bought a guitar to punish your mom. What are you punishing your mom for? Did she become a feminist? We programmed you since birth. Exactly. It's like, welcome to the machine. What did you dream? It's all right. We told you what to dream. You dreamed of a big star who played a mean guitar, and he always ate at the steak bar and loved to drive in his Jaguar. Welcome to the machine. And then it gets to, then they start making fun of the elites. It's pretty funny, actually. So, shine on you, where is it? Shine, you crazy diamond now. You reach for the secret too soon. Pink Floyd, wish you were here. Have a cigar. They have gravy in this. Hang on. They co-opted the phrase gravy. Well, I'm glad that we're putting it back on its head. It goes, it's got a bass line, but it goes, come in here, dear boy, have a cigar, you're gonna go far, you're gonna fly high, you're never gonna die, you're gonna make it if you try, they're gonna love you. Well, I've always had the deep respect, and I mean that most sincere. The band is just fantastic, that is really what I think. Oh, by the way, which one's pink? And did we tell you the name of the game, boy? We call it riding the gravy train. We're just knocked out. We heard about the sellout. We gotta get an album out. You owe it to the people. We're so happy we can hardly count. Everybody else is just green. Have you seen the charts? It's a hell of a start. It could be made into a monster if we all pull together as a team. And did we tell you the name of the game? Boy, we call it riding the gravy train. It's so good. All right, so after this is such a good story. Pink Floyd does a great job at telling a whole story with an album. It's not just like one hit wonders. So it starts. Let's recap here. So this is so it starts with "Shine On You Crazy Diamond" about Sid Barrett, and he taps out. He goes crazy. He's not comfortable in the night or the day. He's got black holes in his eyes, and so the band goes and sells out in Hollywood, and Welcome to the Machine. And then now it's like you can picture the guy with the cigar, where it's like, "Come in here, dear boy, have a cigar. You're gonna go far. You're gonna fly high. You're never gonna die." It's just lies and lies. You're gonna make it if you try. They're gonna love you. And then he says he's a big fan. And then he says, "And which one's Pink?" Like he doesn't even know anything about the band. It's like when people have done this to me many times in Hollywood, where when you see that I have commercial success or that a lot of people like you, they'll be like, "I'm a big fan, Benjamin." One guy, I remember this one little suited hat, didn't know my name. Like he said he was a huge fan, kept calling me Ben. And I'm like, "It's Owen." He's like, "Of course it is, kid. Now you're doing great, kid." Satan is a liar. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, the whole thing's based on lies. So, we're just knocked out. We heard about the sellout. You got to get an album out. You owe it to them. And then it's like, and did we tell you the name of the game, boy? It's called Riding the Gravy Train, which basically means like we're gonna parasitically suck off you. And so as Pink Floyd, this is right after Dark Side of the Moon, which is a monster success, right? And so, they're showing you about how all the agents and managers were like, "We got to get an album out. You owe it to the people. We're so happy we can hardly count. And did we tell you the name of the game, boy?" All right, so then what happens? He misses Sid. This is the next song. This is him missing Sid. This is the story that they're painting. It's like, so he's on the gravy train, and then he misses his friend. "I disagree. Sid got to be free of fame, pressure, the world. He escaped Babylon." Yeah, we're not done with the story yet, bro. There's two parts of "Shine On You Crazy Diamond." The first one, you got black holes in the sky, you're crazy, threatened by shadows and all that. And then they go to the machine, they ride the gravy train, he misses his friend, and then there's "Shine On You Crazy Diamond" part 4. Okay. Where it's almost like you're better off in a mental institution than to be in the gravy train. It's such a good song. Yeah, Sid got out. And that's what I Wish You Were Here is about. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war? I just thought of something. For a lead role in a cage. What if this was sung from the point of view of Sid Barrett? Where Sid Barrett was singing this to the people that have entered the machine. It's like, listen to those lyrics again. From the point of view of the guy called crazy, that didn't that didn't have the cigar. You know, where it's like, how I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. Have we found same old fear? Wish you were here. Yeah, listen to the lyrics now with that perspective. It's sung from like almost like me singing this to someone still in Hollywood that I used to be friends with, who's still in the machine, who's still taking those cigars. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in a cage? Dude, that's sung from the point of view of Syd Barrett. Did they get you to exchange your heroes for ghosts? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in a cage? Oof. That's awesome. Wow, I never even thought of it that way, where it's from the person that got out. And whether or not this is the story of Pink Floyd does not matter. This is true. This is timeless. This is gravy. And it's like, this is the story that is written in this. So it starts off with, now there's a look in your eye. What if that was sung from the point of view of Syd Barrett? I don't know. That's I have to do some real thinking about this. I never thought of this before. Cold comfort for change. Right. Change. Wow. This is just like Owen singing to Chowder. That's very profound. Dude, that just blew my fucking mind. Pure gravy. It's like, that's why that song is so good, where it's from the person. It's like, and they set it up, you know, welcome to the machine. What did you dream? Like, they know. It's all right. We told you what to dream. And then, come in here, dear boy. Have a cigar. You're gonna go far. You're gonna fly high. You're never gonna die. You're gonna make it if you try. They're gonna love you. Like, in that sentence, he says an obvious lie. You're never gonna die. And I've always had the deep respect, and I mean that most sincere. The band is just fantastic. That is really what I think. Oh, by the way, which one's pink? And did we tell you the name of the game? And then, you know, the friend that isn't there is like, how I wish you were here. It's like, who is the lost one and who is the found one? And then the next Shine On. Where is this? Nobody knows where you are, how near or how far. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Pile on more layers. And that's like, and I'll be joining you there. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Then goes, and we'll bask in the shadows of yesterday's triumph. Sail on the steel breeze. Come on, you boy child, you winner and loser. Come on, you miner, for truth and delusion and shine. I don't understand this one. This one's going in and out. It's like nobody knows where you are, how near or how far. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Pile on more layers and I'll be joining you there. Shine on, you crazy diamond, and we'll bask in the shadow of yesterday's triumph. Sail on the steel breeze. Come on, you boy child, you winner and loser. Come on, you miner, for truth and delusion and shine. I think that that's basically like, where'd you go, Sid? No one can find you, but I'll be joining you, pal. Because the lunatic is actually the one that was right. That's fucking weird. It's intense. He's talking about people who are awake. Come on, you target for faraway laughter. Roger may be saying that the devil is the industry. Well, he's blatantly saying that. With Welcome to the Machine, you got to listen to this song. It's like the sound effects in it are all demonic. Really looking forward to Zoolander stream? Sweet. Yeah, me too. Communism is Judaism. Okay. It's the first part of the stream. Oh, what are you talking about, Kyington Bear? Loving these topics. Yeah, me too, Base Bear. Please do not spam the chat. Thank you, Slap Weasel. I think it's still from the perspective of the crazy guy. Interesting. Let's look at that. Nobody knows where you are, how near or how far. Shine on, you crazy diamond. I don't know. All I know is I wish you were here is from the perspective of someone who's trying to reach someone who's outside of sanity. And the album blatantly shows that the music industry is insane. Like Have a Cigar and Welcome to the Machine are the two songs. And there's only 4 total songs in the whole album. And like those are showing that like it's hell. Roger, what was the meaning of this song? No idea. I was high at the time. I don't buy that shit at all. Sometimes I think those are just like tricks to get people to not think about the things that, I mean, people spent millions of dollars making this song. And some of the best truth is in programming that's not your generation. That's why I love rewatching older stuff and re-listening to older stuff and thinking about it because it was aimed at a whole different generation. That's, like, never listen to Cardi B or any of these DJs. Don't watch anything on TV right now or Netflix. It's all to program you right now. Watch old stuff because it's not designed properly for your current brain, so it won't indoctrinate you the same way. You have to. I've done the Wall before. I'll do the Wall, but this is written before the Wall. Waters is anti-war. Gilmore auctioned his Stratocaster for climate change. I like Waters better. I don't care about them. So, like, some of these people could have died and they have constructs that are them. I think Mick Jagger, I have no idea. I'll start by saying that. But you can't put aside the possibilities that some of these people have died and actors are playing their role because the brand is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, look at Michael Jackson. Like, was that the same guy? I don't think so. I don't know, but it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Once you comprehend the moon landing and NASA and all this stuff, you really understand that you don't know who the current David Gilmour is. You don't know who Roger Waters is. All you know is what this is saying. What is true what happened to Paul McCartney? Yeah, Paul McCartney was not the same guy. Different eye color. Different. When the second Paul McCartney got arrested in Japan for marijuana, his fingerprints didn't match. Why would they do that? Because they'll spend all this money and time building these brands. And the brands are just these archetypal constructs revolved around like Mick Jagger. Yeah, Keith Richards has been on heroin for 50 years. Right. It's like, and it's not that hard to substitute people. You know, sometimes you'll see somebody and you're like, that doesn't look like the same person. And the lower the skill of what they're doing, the easier it is to substitute somebody. Like, just somebody playing Division Bell on tour, it doesn't require the same skill as the people who wrote The Wall. Kurt was murdered by Courtney. I don't know that. I don't care at all. He may not even be dead. I don't know. I don't trust the media. And if you do, you're insane. in my opinion. I don't believe in cloning. I think it's possible, but I don't think that's what this is. I think that they can get actors. And I don't think it's about murdering people. I think it's about if someone dies. It's about controlling the narrative. So it's like, let's say you invest all this money into somebody and an influence, and they just die. They just like do too many drugs and they die. Like, what do? Do you just abandon the Mick Jagger brand? It's like Coca-Cola at that point. It's not even about a person. Building 7 had too much heroin in its blood. All the evidence points to, you don't know that though. You don't know what that whole thing is. Like when you start getting into music industry constructs, it's so foggy. Yeah, like Stephen Hawking died in the 1980s. You know, like nobody lives with that ailment for more than a few years. He lives like 30 years and just so happens to, with a robot voice that can be controlled, say everything that the globalists want said about the absence of God and how you're just an animal. And yeah, and this is another point I want to just reiterate now that there's several thousand people here more. You have to save the globalist elites and cabal from themselves. I was talking about how Darwin was a really flawed guy who lost a child and then spent his whole life trying to disprove the existence of God and that we're all animals because of the pain he was in. Ironically, him doing that proved God because an animal wouldn't have felt that pain. And so a lot of these lies are echoes from people that are long dead. And these globalist elites are pushing capitalism or communism or feminism or Darwinism or atheism. All these isms and is are from pain. And a lot of these people are long dead and they died really miserable. You know, like Albert Einstein was a wreck. You know, the theory of relativity was a mess. It served a function for a previous lie to a previous lie, and they're all dead now. They're not even serving their own interests. Let's say like the United States, everything functions great for the globalist elite, and the Vatican is in charge of religion, and the city of London with their obelisk is in charge of banking, and America is in charge of the military, and everybody's autistic and they're just drone pilots, and it's a world that no one would want to live in on any level. They're trying to create their own hell, and you have to save them from themselves. Like there's nothing to live for at that point. If Bill Gates succeeds, he will create a world that's unlivable for his own children. You know, it's almost like when you're dealing with any addict, that these people don't know what they're doing. They're so gone. They're being fed lies from demons. And so don't think that you're against them. You are with God and you're against Satan. The people are being manipulated. That's why I don't have a hatred of Jews. I briefly did. Not hatred of all Jews. I've always been friends with like Dave Smith or like Weiss or some of these guys, Tyler. You know, they're good people. It's not like I ever demographically punish people, but like, I now understand that a lot of the most associated with demonic shit people are the ones that are in the most pain. And it's like the people and the souls in those people are being manipulated by evil. And the fight isn't with the person. We need those people on our side. When Michael died, his recording sales soared. Wish who was here creating super soldiers. Tradition is the future. Yeah, it is. They wanted to. They're destroying the very world that they're trying to control. You know, like the song "Imagine." This is the blueprint for the New World Order. Ready? Listen to this. Imagine there's no heaven. It's a materialistic anthem. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. It's not communist though, it's materialist. Because capitalism leads to the same thing. Guys, don't delude yourselves. Imagine all the people living for today. That's people living as goldfish with no memory of their past, no memory of no thoughts of the future, just pure animal nihilism. And then you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Then imagine no possessions. The fact people like this song is mind-blowing. I wonder if you can. Nothing to kill or die for. A brotherhood of man. Lenin was a hypocrite. No, you're not. You're missing the whole thing. Okay. What he's saying is something that would consume everyone, including him. That world he's trying to show is a world without any people. All gone. Because it's not, they're committing suicide. It's not like the globalist cabal is trying to just get all their power so they can just roll. They're trying to kill themselves. And they're trying to take everyone with them. And they need to be saved from themselves. Because it's, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Look at AI. Do you know the first jobs that would be taken over by AI? It'd be all the top jobs. It'd be all white collar. Analysts and politicians and lawyers and doctors and all, like the whole upper crust would be wiped way faster than working jobs, like blue collar jobs, labor jobs. AI can't, let's say there's a world full of robots. You want to know what you need? People who fix robots, people who move robots, people who tune up robots. The people that it would take out the first are the very ones pushing it. It's suicide. Lenin equals Lenin. Yeah, but you're missing it. Don't demonize communism without looking at capitalism. It's two wings of the same bird. Capitalism is just as evil as communism. They're both, capitalism is based on debt, never-ending debt. We're witnessing in the United States right now. It's the same control structure. All isms and ists are all flawed. All. It's about truth or no truth. I should have bailed on Shapiro earlier than I even did when I heard him say something once that really struck me the wrong way. He said, "Wow, I mean, these left-wing media companies, they don't admit that they're biased. That the USA Today is biased. We'll admit that we have a right-wing bias. That we're biased." I was like, "Wait a minute. So you just admitted to lying?" I'm right-wing because I think it's right. Like I would never miss. Ben Shapiro at that point was basically saying, I'm admitting that I'm skewing reality to fit my narrative of right wing. I don't do that. I was listening because I thought he was saying what he believed to be true. That Jewish capitalist world is just as bad as the communist world. And so it's like, what do you mean you're skewing towards the right? So you're a liar. Like, it's just truth or not truth. That's all it is. Like, right now, we're facing a lot of the problems with capitalism, debt, usury, sodomy, like all this stuff that's like, we're realizing that at 23 trillion in debt with 200 trillion in unfunded liabilities, there's no way to succeed. None. The dollar's gone. And so that's not depressing because then you just look at what you need to do. You need to get skills. You need to learn how to grow food. You need to, be responsible for your own children's education, all that stuff, And so it's not, capitalism and free markets are just as ridiculous as communism when you're starting to see the result of it. It's like corporations can then function as governments, like YouTube, Facebook, Google, like these things are now functioning like a Soviet government. And so that putting more power towards that it's suicide. And so you have to save these people from themselves. Them not speaking truth will lead to their own downfall. And if you look at history, some of the first people's heads to roll are the elites, the governing class, the royals. They're really not doing well. So just always think about Darwin spending his life proving that man was animal because he lost a child, and in doing so proved man was human. Wow. We never had free market. Free markets don't exist, and they never will. I mean, free markets will start breaking down as soon as from the first trade. You can see how it breaks down. It's crazy. It's crazy how quickly there's no such thing as free markets. You will always have people having tariffs or having certain costs or being favored. It's just truth or no. That's it. You have to be a child of the truth, not of the lie.